Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. As you can see, well, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but check my science. I've actually spent some science. Also, you will also see that I haven't replaced the flag on the runway yet, because I'm not quite interested in that today. I will tell you, or show you, what I have researched. Let's go in here. So I took this advanced motors, which gives me the larger rover wheels. Kind of give you a clue of what I'm doing this episode. I'm probably going to be using these. These are gigantic. These are gigantic. Don't need those, but I will need these today. Mainly, I spent, how much was this? $550 just to get one part, pretty much. I haven't looked at this yet. The manned rugged rovers. I haven't looked at these yet. I also spent $1,000 to get this experimental science because I needed one part. This large holding tank. That should tell you what I'm going to be doing. I want to build a better mining vehicle. Although this one's not going to be one that just kind of lands and stays put. No, it's going to be a rover. So I'm going to go in here, spaceplane hangar. This is where I'm going to build it, and we'll get started. Basically, I want to take this, a larger mining platform, to Minmus, and be able to mine more or faster. Okay, that took a little while to load. I don't know why. And it's a little slow here. Might have to restart this. I don't know why it's so slow. Okay. That's a little faster. Well, I'm going to build my vehicle. I'm going to start with something like, I don't know, maybe that? That looks kind of cool. Problem is, I don't have adapters for this. I don't think. To turn this shape into a circle. At least I don't remember seeing one, so I might just go ahead and start with something like that, but maybe not so large. I don't want a huge vehicle. Maybe this one. And then to this, basically, I'm going to add a bunch of batteries, the processing plant, the large ore container, and maybe a small tank, although I don't know if I need one. And I've discovered the fix for the docking. I don't really need to be able to create a docking port and have the other vessel create a docking port and they have to be at the same level. Nope. We're going to use the advanced grabbing unit, which I found, well, again, I just discovered. I'm probably going to put it right here if I can. There we go. And apparently, from what I've read, when you arm this can connect to anything. It doesn't have to be a port. You can connect it to the side of a rocket, which is bizarre, but apparently you can. So I looked up videos on this, and sure enough, they just clamp it to the side of a rocket. A fuel tank. I don't know how that works, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put that there. Batteries, I think. And then the processing unit. And then the holding tank. And then maybe a small fuel tank for storage. But honestly, if I have the claw, I could just go right up to a rocket and just park there and do the mining there. I don't need a tank. I'm going to have a small one. And then I need small engines to, after I get this into orbit, to deorbit and then land. I might use monopropellant for that. I'm not sure yet. And then wheels, of course. So I'll probably start with this, and then maybe like, where is the payload? I'll probably have something like, that's not a good, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. Is it this? I think that one's too small. That. And what I want to do is put, like, where are they? Z1K. Put a bunch of them in here, like this. Like that. And this may seem like a waste here, but when I put these on all the way down, then I was thinking about attaching like these, like all the way around the cylinder, is what I'm thinking. And then I'm probably going to attach the, where is it? Is it this? This one processes twice as much, probably twice as quickly. So I'm probably going to put that like here, connect it to the batteries. And then I don't want to leave this like this because I want to attach something to it, is what I'm thinking. I've thought about this before I did the episode. I haven't built it yet and tested it. I just kind of was playing around with ideas. So I want to put something around this, and I think I can. Like, is it this one? No, that one's small. Where's that one? I think I could just stick that on there like that. And then maybe put more batteries here. And then attach at the end. Okay, where is... I think it's... I don't see it. The ore container, is it with the fuel tanks? Yeah, there it is. Large holding tank. Where's the others? Okay, there's one. There's the other one right there. But these are tiny. And I thought about, okay, how could I get... Where's the one that carries 300 or so? There it is. How could I get these, you know, several of them attached together? I tried several things, but I couldn't do it. So that's why I went with the... That's why I decided to spend 1,000 science to get one part. Makes it easier. This one. I'll put it here. And then maybe another tank at the back. And then some wheels. And some things to... I'm not sure if it's going to be monopropellant or fuel to land. And then... got to find a way of attaching this to the top of a rocket. This is only the first part. After that, I have to build a vehicle to bring the fuel. So this is going to drive up to the lander, create fuel, and clamp onto the landing vehicle. Dump all the fuel into its tanks, and it's going to ascend to the station or whatever vehicle is orbiting that needs fuel. So I need to create that, whatever that's going to be too. I'm not sure. I'd like to do it on this episode, but that may be a bit much. There's also something else I want to do. I want to land on Menmus again, because I have something I need to do. But I think that's going to be another episode. I think I have my hands full with this, so I'm going to finish this, gonna continue with the just build out the batteries. Put a bunch of batteries here. I also need some radiators and solar panels and etc. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I thought I'd come back and show you what I have so far. This is what I have so far. We have the clamping unit here. We have the cupola here. Inside here, I'll show you this. I have a stack of Z1s, 1000s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them surrounded by these KWBT XLL battery packs, which produce... What do these produce? No, it's not that. Is it that one? No, it's this one right here. 1200 each. So these are 1000 each. These are 1200 each. Surrounded. I might put in more if I can fit them in. Think about removing, just taking this off and putting a few more in there, maybe. And then in here, okay, I have the Convertitron attached here. And then I have more batteries back here. This is more Z1K rechargeable battery packs surrounded by a bunch of KWBXL battery packs, which produce, where is it? Right here, 300 each. Were these too big? I don't remember. Yeah, I think those are a little too big. I guess I could use those, but these are the ones that seem to fit, the BXLs, which are these 300 each. So our total electric charge is sitting at 22,000 right now. So we got lots of battery power. And let's close these doors. These doors can close. Now, here's my wheels. I put them on girders here. Basically, I put girders in here, move them in, attach the wheels. I'm going to put 2 more in the back here. I still haven't decided exactly if I want to put a tank here yet. I think I might, just a small one. And then I got girders lined up here for, I'm going to have 5 of the, I still couldn't use the large excavator. They're just too dang big. They're huge. You know, if I put it up here or something, I mean, they're just gigantic. Look at that. I mean, when I deploy the drill, it goes well below the ground level. So I thought, nah, I'll just put on a bunch of these little ones, 20 of them, on girders, on little, girders. If I want to put a fuel tank on the back here, it'll probably be something. Now, this is just for like, I plan on directly mining and producing it and throwing it into a small tank. I'm going to need a small tank, I guess. And then from that tank, it's going to be pumped directly into the rocket. So it's going to be something like... This is 720-200. Maybe that one. That seems like a lot, though. That seems like a lot, too. Maybe something like that. This holds 460 by 562. Now, this can pump fuel faster than this can make it. So, basically, the drilling and processing shouldn't be waiting on this to pump fuel into the rocket. The pump is actually going to be waiting on this stuff. Because again, it's very quick to pump the fuel into the rocket. So I think I'll leave that there. And I'll put something on the back here, some kind of cone or I don't know exactly what. So then I'll put another wheel here. 2 more of these in the back. Fill this up. And then I'm going to need solar panels and radiators. And I think I'm going to put those... Probably put the radiators along the side here that extend out horizontally. Solar panels, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet, but it's got to be something... something big, but not too big. I wonder... Ooh, hold on. That's huge. Hold on. I wonder if this would work. The thing that I put on the space stations. Like, ooh, right here. Although, I gotta turn it. I don't know if this would work. You know, like that. If I did this, I would probably want... Because this can keep up with the battery powers of the station. I'd probably put it here. And then this here, maybe? Yeah. I don't know. Oh, come on. There we go. So it'd be something like that. And then this could tilt and track. It should. I'm going to test it before this even goes up. I'm going to put someone in here and we're going to send it out on the runway and test it and make sure that it's not imbalanced. But I think this is what I'm going to do. And then radiators here. Anyway, that's where I'm at so far. I'm going to continue and finish. And when I get back, we'll go test it. Okay, here is most of it complete. I haven't put in the RCS or the engines. I haven't decided which I'm going to do. I think since this thing weighs 26,000 kilograms, I might opt with liquid fuel to land it instead of RCS. I don't know yet. Although RCS should be enough. I mean, Minimus doesn't have that much of a gravity. I want to go out and test this right now. Do you have an engineer? Ursi wants to test it. Although he's not a pilot. He should be able to drive it, though. I mean, that's should be no big deal. Also, I have some action groups I set up. The light action group triggers the radiators, and I have I'll go over that in a sec. And the abort triggers the drills, all the drills. Okay, so what I did is I put these radiators on each side, 4 on each side. I could have put, I guess, the big one. Oops, that's not the big one. Where's the big one? This one. It's pretty big. And it dissipates. It says max cooling 85,000. So maybe I might use that one. This is just 6,200. So I'm not sure if I'm going to need the big one. I mean, it is pretty large. I'm not sure. See, if I stuck it on there, these would still open, right? Okay. And then these would still work. It just depends on if I don't have enough cooling. So let's take it out for a spin, shall we? Let's make sure. Yep, Ursi's in there. Okay. Okay, it actually looks smaller than I imagined. We have the brake. Okay. And these, why are these open like this? Do they not close all the way? They do, so why are they like this? So they start out, that's weird. Let's extend them. Okay, it was lights, I think? There we go. Alright. I'm going to drive this thing. I only have the front wheels steering, not the back ones. So I kind of want to see if this thing... I don't think it's going to tip over. I think it's pretty stable. I could extend the wheels out, and I might do that. But this seems pretty good. It's got good clearance, too. I'm going to put it on the flats anyway. Okay, so we're at 9. How does this turn? Does it flip over? No, that's pretty good. Alright. So, yeah, let's keep the brakes on, and let's do... I'm going to watch the... I'm going to watch the electric charge and see what happens. Let's deploy this. And I moved the wheels back a little bit because I wanted to make sure it's not back heavy. I wonder if I should move the wheels down a little bit and out. I don't know. Oh, that's right. It hits that one. I'm going to have to redesign that, it looks like. Because I don't know if that's going to... Yeah, and this radiator here isn't going to work either. Didn't think about that. I might push these all together and then push the drills up a little bit. Yeah, I have room to move them up. The wheels too, I can push the front wheel up here, move these up. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Yeah, let's do that and then come back. So I'm going to go make these changes, and then when I come back in to the video, I'll be on the runway again. Okay, we're back on the runway, and put the brake on here. What I did... Here's what I did. Instead of moving these all up forward and all, I put a tank here and a couple tanks here, move the wheels back to give this room to deploy and spin around. Now, these tanks, they are fuel tanks, but they're empty. Instead of making them just structural, now I'm going to go check the weight after we're done here. But instead of making them structural, I thought, well, I might as well make them capable of carrying fuel and oxidizer. I might change this one into monopropellant, just in case I need to produce monopropellant. But I don't intend on driving this thing around with full fuel tanks. It's going to be too heavy for these wheels, probably. But I want to see, with them empty, how well this drives down a slope. I don't intend on driving on slopes on Minmus, but I need to check. I need to make sure it's not going to bounce around. So we're going to go down over here and see how this performs going down the slope here. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Alright. Because we're going to gain a little speed going down. What's my clearance look like? That's not bad, but I don't want to go over too many things really fast. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I was afraid it might jump around. Looks like the front is a little heavier than the back right now because it's kind of sloped down. Anyway, we are parked. Let's give this a shot. I want to basically turn on everything, start mining, and then watch the power and make sure that this can handle it, the power. So let's deploy these. Deploy these. Is it going to deploy them? Pretty sure I had abort action group. I thought I did. Where I would toggle these. No ground. Well, okay. I'll have to go check these. Oh, that just turns them on. Oops. Okay. Well, I'll just I'll have to go back and redo these. All right, give me a second. I'm going to deploy all these. Okay. Now, all the surface harvesters are started. I got to redo the action groups. But they've all started. They've all deployed and started. These radiators are out. What's our... How much battery? We're going through battery really quick. So, let's deploy. How fast are we going through the battery? About 100 charge every 5 seconds or so. So, let's see how this goes. When we deploy our solar panels, and then see how it does recharging. Make sure it has enough clearance here, which it looks good. Okay. And now we're gaining charge. Quite a bit, too. It's almost back up. It's almost full. So, okay. Now the question is, how... Wow, that fills up really quickly. Much, much, much more quickly than the other one that's on the moon. Jettison tank contents. Why would you want to do that? Okay. So that looks pretty good. That's going to fill up that tank pretty quickly, probably. It's a 1,500... Tank holds 1,500. Now I'm going to... Okay, we're still at full charge, right? Okay. Now we're going to turn on... the processor, the Convertotron. We're going to make liquid fuel and oxygen. And see how this... how fast it goes through this. Okay, this is on. Yep. Liquid fuel, oxygen. And it's depleting the tank faster than it can be filled. What's our power look like? Okay, so it's not even touching the power charge, which means this can operate fairly okay at night. Well, when there's no sun. Not for long, but it will work. And how fast is this filling up this tank? Not bad. I mean, it's a lot faster than the other one. And I don't have to drive. Like I said, I can just stick this, attach it, stick this next to a rocket that's landed, attach it, and then as it's making fuel, pump it into the rocket. Okay. And it's going to take a while, but kind of curious when this runs out of ore, how fast... So this thing produces ore and liquid fuel faster than these produce the ore. I wonder if I could stick more of these... more of the drills on here. I might, like, move them over and see if I can attach a couple on each side. Maybe move this up here. I'm going to shut all this down, and then I guess I'm going to probably revert flight. I don't want to keep all this ore or the fuel. It doesn't really matter. Let's just revert. Okay, we have... It's still a little slow. There we go. Alright, we have our rover, mining rover. Seems to work pretty well. And it's still... There we go. Seems to work pretty well. This is going to be where we're going to attach it to the rocket. I don't know if I want to put some kind of cap here or something to make it look better. Do I have anything like that? So I found this. This is a low-profile adapter. I didn't really find a whole lot. There's a few things, but not really, that makes it look like it belongs on the back of this. Not really. See, it kind of looks incomplete here. I slap this on, and I can change it to hold monopropellant. It could be just structural, liquid fuel oxidizer, monopropellant tank, which I might just do that there. Have that a monopropellant tank, empty of course. And then I could set up a decoupler here, probably. Let's see, and then put struts. How big is that? That's too big. Yeah, I could put that there. Maybe something a little... that. And then put struts here and attach it to whatever. Probably another fuel tank with an engine, so it can get me to Minmus and in orbit. And then I can detach it and then land with this. I still need to decide if I want to use rocket fuel or monopropellant. I guess it kind of depends on the thrust I can get out of a monopropellant engine. Which I'm going to have to research, so I think I'll do that later though. I think I want to build, because I want to send both of these up to Minmus at the same time. I want to build the lander, the thing that this is going to attach to fuel up the tanks to go up into orbit, and be basically this is going to be the tanker. It's going to be the thing that comes down to get the fuel from this to, and it's going to go back into orbit and dock with whatever vessel needs it. I think I want to build that. And then I'll come back and think about this. How about mono? Oops. Can I? There we go. Monopropellant engine. Thrust power. Engine, thrust, and vacuum. 120, that's respectable. How big is this? It's probably huge. It's not that big. Maybe I can get some... Ooh, something like this. Hold on. 40 in a vacuum. How big is it? That looks interesting. Not bad. I'd have to... Where's the center of mass? Oh, it's right here. Might have to remove one of these radiators. Or put it over here. So I'd have to put this here. Or I could put... I don't know yet. I might want to put like a couple of smaller ones, one here, one here. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. But for now, I'm going to leave this here like this. Let's save this. All right. And I think we'll go to the VAB and build the other vehicle that we're going to send to Minmus. Let's do that. You know, it just occurred to me that I could have just selected Switch Editor. Anyway, let's go in the VAB. So yeah, when you're in here, you just can switch editor and go to the other building. It's a whole lot faster than leaving and then coming back in. So, refueler. This is what I'm thinking. I'm going to make it unmanned. I don't need a pilot in the refueling craft. I really don't. So, let's use the best probe core we have, which is this one, the remote guidance unit. This is going to be real quick to make, so I'm just going to show you the whole thing. Probably. We need a large... Oh, wait. On top of this, we probably need... Well, I can put that on later. Let's find a large fuel tank. We could use that one, I guess. Is that the largest? It holds 4... No, that's not the largest. This one holds 32. That's pretty good. This one holds... Ooh, that holds a lot more. There we go. I think that's what I want. Yeah, I think that's a little bigger. That's a Falcon 9 stage. Okay, so you know what? I need not just liquid fuel and oxidizer tank. I want also a monopropellant tank, because I might want to produce monopropellant as well. Let's use that one. 840, that's good. And then this here. There we go. And we're going to need... I don't think I want to put the engine right here. And it doesn't have to be a large engine. I'm thinking... Here's what I'm thinking. Some side tanks here that I can put engines on, plus the landing struts. Well, oh, here we go. How much do those hold? 240. So I was thinking maybe like 4 of these. And then engines, and then struts. Is this the largest? 240. Well, I have them arranged by size. Maybe... Are there any down here? Oh. Those hold 2,240. Those are much bigger. No. Those are... Hold on a sec. That looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Except I couldn't dock if I did that. These would have to be, like, way down here. But look at that thing. Oh, man. No. Too impractical. There's got to be something in between. Like those. Oh, those look nice. Right there. Engine. You know what? I need to make sure I got enough thrust-to-weight ratio for the body I'm going to be on. So let's change this to... Oh, it's already set to Minmus. Minmus. And let's put some engines on this. Like the Mariettas. Oh, that's probably overkill. 5.68 thrust-to-weight ratio on Minmus. Yeah, that's probably a little... Is there something a little lighter? This has 70 kilonewton thrust in a vacuum. That has 30. The efficiency isn't much different. This is the sparkler. There we go. That's better. 2.44, 39-minute burn time. Wow. So 2.44 should be fine. Thrust to weight ratio. 39-minute burn time though. That's 18-minute burn. You know, I don't. $6,000 delta V. This is fully loaded, of course. 39-minute burn time. 2.44 thrust to weight ratio on Minimus. That should be good. That should be fine. That'll work. And then I was thinking, what are these? Space Y stage. Oh, those are those big ass things. Oh my goodness, that they put on the Falcon 9, right? Yeah. No. That would make it. I'd have to mount these. And these weigh. How much these weigh? 0.2 tons. That's not bad. Could I do that? I'd have to mount them like way up here. But I'd have to put them a little lower because my docking port's going to be up here. So maybe right there. I suppose that could work. I mean, that's be a very stable platform. I don't know if I like those though. Oh, those are gigantic. Nope. Oh, that looks okay. So I could put them here. No, I can't put them here because that's where I intend to use a grabber. I intend to grab on to this thing right here. So I'll put them right here. And this will extend like it'll make the base, the landing base wider. If you know what I mean. That's probably, is that going to be, no, a little lower. Right there, probably. Oh, that's not bad. That looks pretty good. Oh, they have lights. Light on. Oh, nice. Okay, I like these. So I think we're going to use those. And this has plenty of fuel. 6,600. I'll bring 2 of these to Minimus so I can rotate them. Like while one's up in flight refueling, the other one will be on Minimus getting more fuel. Okay, what else do I need on here? I need a way to make well, we need communication. We'll put one of these on. I like these. Not 4 of them, though. Kind of put it there. I'm going to need a MechJeb for docking. In case I want to use it. I may not use it all the time. Who knows? There you are. Oh, wait. I can't put it there. Because it'll say... Last time I did this, there was a problem. See? It'll say it's not command module facing wrong way, which is ridiculous, but whatever. It has to be pointed up and down. Like that, and not laying flat. So we need a reaction wheel. Because we don't want to do everything with our SAS. I'm sorry, our RCS. That would be here, right. Something more than 5, like 15 would be nice. And then we're going to need a docking port. The clamp, not the junior. That one. And then this could be mounted on the side here. And then we won't get that dumb message. Okay, electric charge required but not generated. You know what? I also need a battery. So let's move this off. Let's put battery. I like the Z1K. There we go. Something like that. Although, come on. Why can't I grab that? Alright. Alright. What is going on? Wow. Alright. There we go. Let's put the battery here. What in the world? There. Alright. What else do I need? I need some way of generating power. Do I want to use... Do I just want to line it with solar panels, or do I... I think I like these 3x2s. I think I'll just need a couple of them. Not 4. Just 2. Why does it keep doing that? What is going on? Is this Twilight Zone or what? Okay. Alright, I think those will work. What else am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, I think that's about the right height. Gonna be about right here. Gives me a little bit of clearance. Not a ton, but enough. I feel like I'm... What am I missing? Missing a ladder. I don't need a ladder. Unused monopropellant. Oh, thanks. I need... That's why it's nice to check the engineer's report. I need some of these. Or those ones that are 2 thrust. I like those. I use those quite a bit. They seem to be good enough and do the job. There they are. It's the S5 RCS thruster block. So where's my center of gravity with this thing fully loaded? And it is fully loaded, right? Okay. It's probably going to be right in the middle. Yep. It's going to be right on that line. Right there. And I do want 4 of those. Alright. So I think that's it. What do you think? This will be the thing that the rover will dock to, the mining vehicle will dock to. I need to go out and test it. And make sure the vehicle is high enough to reach this. It may not be with the legs extended. It's hard to tell until I actually go out there and check, and then I might need to move these up and down. Okay. What am I forgetting? A ladder. Okay, we have docking port, charge. We have the antenna. Oh, is that going to work there, though? Hold on. If I'm docked, or if I'm docking and the antenna's out, probably not. So let's put it somewhere else. Just one. Okay, that'll work. Kind of looks like it's stuck in there, though. I'm going to see if I can pull it out a little bit. Just a little. Right there. All right. Okay. All right, we can generate. Okay, we have a battery. We don't need a whole lot of battery for this. This just, all it does is lift off, go into orbit, dock, come back, and land. So we have enough battery for that. We have 1,000 charge. That should be enough. And we have a way of generating power. We have a reaction wheel. We have our remote guidance unit, docking port, communicatron, solar panels, thruster block, engines, and again, 2.38 thrust to weight ratio should be plenty. I mean, I'm kind of going back and forth on this. Do I want to use the Mariettas? Cost really isn't the deal. I don't really care about that. It's that would really get me up there quickly. ISP 450. Okay. 556. I got 5,700 Delta V with those. And 59 with these, so it's not a whole lot of difference, is it? Got a lot more burn time. You know what? I'm going to go with the Mariettas, because I don't want to take a chance of those others being not powerful enough. If these are too powerful, well, so be it. Whatever. Okay. Over-engineer is what I say. Alright, I want to bring this out. Let's save this as, I don't know. Minimus. Fuel shuttle. Oops. There. Save, and then let's switch editor. Because I want to take it out to the launch, to the, not the launch pad, but the, that does look a little short. I want to take it out to the runway. Oops. Probably better. I'm going to take it up to the runway, check the height, and then I'm going to sit it there and then come back in here and get the refueler and go test. So actually I don't want all the fuel in this. Not right now. I don't need it. I'll leave the fuel in these. I don't care. I was kind of thinking about doing a test to see how long it takes to fill this up. Alright, let's go out to the runway. Let's save. Ooh, I like it. I think that's just about right, the clearance there. I think that's good. In fact, if anything, I'd move these down just a little bit more. Actually, no, that's good. I'm just worried about uneven terrain. I don't want it hitting my... I may be landing in the flats, though. It should be good. All right, let's leave this here. Go back to the spaceplane hangar. Okay. Let's say open, and then get the mining rover. Load it. You know, I have a feeling this is going to be too short. I just have a feeling. Just from what I just saw, unfortunately I can't have them both on the screen at the same time, but from what I saw when the shuttle was on here and then I loaded this one, I could see just a split second the comparison, and this looks a little short to me. So I think what I'll do is make the wheelbase a little longer and wider. But how do I do that? I think I want to add another strut here. If I can find one that would work. It's way too small. Way too small. Let's go by size. There we go. I think that's going to be, yeah, too big. Okay, that's the one we already have on there, so we're probably going to have to use it. I don't want the wheels to be that far out, though. How about, can I... like that, maybe. Oh, but it's got to be a little longer. A little longer. Oh, how about... like that, maybe? And put the wheel out here. Drill would probably still reach. And then that one. There we go. Now there's a rover. No. I think it was this one. Yep. I think that's going to be better. I really do. I need to test it, but... yeah, that'll still hit the ground. And that gives me a little bit more, about this much more height. I'm going to do the other 3. I don't want you to just sit there bored watching this. It's going to be the same thing. And, yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. I think that's it. So, again, the wheel base, the wheels are farther apart and lower, or putting this up higher. It should be a bit more stable. Oops, and those do hit the ground. I still haven't figured out the actions for these yet. I will, though. Okay, let's... actually, you know what we need to do? We need to deploy this first. Because if I say launch now, it's going to say, yeah, the runway is not clear. So I need to deploy this first, drive it off the runway, then deploy the lander, then deploy this. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. We have the refueler here, the shuttle, and we have the mining rover over there. So, and I have this empty, so I'm going to switch over to this one, drive up here, and see if I can attach here. I bet I can. I'll switch over there. There we go. And I need to build up a little bit of speed because this thing doesn't go very fast in order to get... And I decided I'm going to go ahead and do steering with both back and front wheels. It just has a tighter turn radius when I do. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is. Hopefully this can get up there at this speed. Oh, no. Oh, barely. Okay. Slow down, turn. Stop. I need to back up and let's deploy the claw. There we go. Swear that looks like a... It looks like a... I don't know, a bug's claw. Alright, now I can move in. Again, we're just making sure this attaches. It's at the good height to do so. I already like the change in the wheelbase. Is that tall enough? Oh yeah, that's... I'm glad I moved it up. Because I think if I hadn't, it would be halfway. Like, part of the claw would be underneath the tank. Alright, let's see if we can dock this. Gently. There we go. It rattled a bit, but we're connected. Look at that. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to do on Minmus. I'm going to mine this, and then dock here, pump all the fuel into here, and that's going to go up into orbit. I'm curious. I'm going to do a little bit of a test here. And I think this still works. Yep. Now, these I have to deploy. So I'm going to deploy all these real quick and activate them, and I'll be right back. Okay, they're all started now. Let's see how much ore we're getting. About 1 a second. Something like that. And we'll start this. And see how much fuel. Let's actually turn these off. It's slow. I could use more harvesting power. I wonder if I could put a couple of the big ones instead of these ones. These little drills, harvesters. I could put a couple of them on here. Maybe if I put a girder here, mount them out here. I might experiment with that. I don't know if it's because I'm on the runway or what. Probably. It's probably because I'm on the runway. Oh, I also want to put a that little instrument that tells me what, I forgot what it was, but it tells you where the ore is or what concentration, where you were at. I don't remember exactly where it is. This is a little slow for me, so I might rethink this design. I'd like to try it over here, but I don't know how to get this over there. Let me think about this. I'm gonna basically stop all this, go back to the spaceplane hangar, and rethink this one. I'm gonna play with it and see if I can get the big ones, a couple, like 4 of the large drills on here. See if I could do that. I will. Why is that off the ground? Maybe it's just a graphics glitch or something. Anyway, I'll bring this back to the spaceplane hangar and play around with it, and when I come back, I'll show you what I have, if anything. So, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back in the spaceplane hangar, and here it is, the new, well, not necessarily new, but it's the improved mining rover, the Minmus mining rover. I should put Minmus on here, huh? Just because that's what it is. I don't think it would work. I mean, it might work well, okay, on the moon, but it's designed for Minmus. Well, it will be. So, I haven't put on the engines and the engines and how I haven't really thought about how I'm going to get it down to the planet yet. I'm probably going to put some small engines on this to get it down, but I did find a way to put these larger drill-o-matic mining excavators on here, and then I put a new thermal control system on here as well. So here, not a whole lot of change, but this is what I did. Okay, and then I went, because I didn't understand the thermal control system like I should, I went and researched it, and let's go here first. Okay, the Drill-O-Matic Junior. It produces, let's see, ore 0.3 per second. This one, 1.5 per second. So I had 20 of those, right? I had 20 of these. And I had done the math. Let's see. 1.6. That'd be 20 of those. That'd be 0.6. And add a 0. So that'd be 1.6 per second, right? If my math is correct, and it may not be, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. These do 1.5 per second. I'm going to do it just, because. Hold on a sec. Now it's 6. I don't know where I got 1.6. Anyway, it's 6 per second. These do 1.5 per second. So 1.5 times 6, 9. So I'm actually extracting more more minerals with these than 20 of those little ones. And I just attach them on the side here and push them in. And there you have it. Also, here's what I found out about... Here, I guess I need to go look at them here. What I found out about heating and how this works. So, the amount of heat it produces is... The max cooling is what it requires. The max cooling is what this thing requires. Same with this. This here. Which is 200. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 800 kilowatt max cooling. Okay? And so, for the radiators... Is that... I don't... Where radiators? Oh. Thermal. So, for the radiators, it says you want to look at the core heat transfer rating. That's what... Not any of this other stuff. It's the core heat transfer rating. At least so the wiki says. So, I need 800, right? These things don't produce nearly enough. Even 8 of them. So, I looked at this, which is 1,000. So I figured, okay, that'll cover everything. So I just mounted it up here on top. And what's cool about this is it doesn't interfere with the door closing. The door can still open. And it doesn't hit this thing. And it deploys like that. So I'll have this all like this. That's my mining rover. And there's enough thermal control system here for everything to operate at 100% efficiency. I've already went and tested it. I didn't really test docking this thing to the shuttle because it's the same height. It should work. Oh, I also put some lights on the front here, spotlights, and then I put this on here, the surface scanning module, which it gives me, and I tested that too. Basically tells me what percentage of all the resources are available in that area. Okay, so let's retract that. I have enough power, more than enough power and battery resource, and then this fits here perfectly. These all deploy just fine. There's enough room for this to operate just fine. The only thing I can't do is I can't really, I mean, I can open these doors in the spaceplane hangar, but I don't think I want to do this out in the field because these drills get in the way. But I don't really need to get in here. This is just batteries, so I'll never be opening this door. In fact, let's make it 0 deploy limit. That way I can't open them. I don't need to because it's just batteries in there, but I can still get into this, no problem. So that's it. Now, how am I going to get this thing on a rocket? Well, that will be covered in the next episode, I'm afraid. I think I've went long enough on this one. So what I'm going to do next time, this was all about building, really, these things, and finding out what I could get, what I could do, what I couldn't, what works best, what doesn't. I think this is it right here. I went out and tested it, and it's not like really, really fast, but it's a lot faster at producing, at cranking out liquid fuel and oxygen oxidizer than the smaller ones were. It's still kind of slow, but it's the best I can do. Now, I was thinking about putting 2 more on here, 2 more of these drills, but I don't think it's going to really matter that much. And then moving the wheels up, I think I like it the way it is. So that's it. So the next episode, I need to put this on a rocket and get it to Minmus. Oh, and I got to figure out what I want to do for... How do I want to land this thing? How much does this thing weigh? What is it? It's 250 tons, right? Or I think so. 24,000 kilograms. Ooh, I don't. Well, what we could do. Let's put some fuel in like one of these. Let's put a little fuel oxidizer in there. And then let's see what... Do you think these things would be good enough? I don't know. So I'd put like 2 back here, 2 in the front. But let's see what it does. Let's see what... If it tells me how much thrust to weight ratio and all that I get. Oh, what happened to the... Oh, is that it right there? No? Yep, that's it. Okay. So if I put this facing down... two there, and then 2 here, just as an experiment. And I probably can't put them there because my ladder is on the other side here. And by the way, let me just set this aside real quick. I did try this out and it works just fine. So, but just for testing purposes, I'll put these here somewhere. That gives me, look at that, I mean, that's 3-minute burn. Well, I would have more fuel in here, but just to get it down there. On minimus, 4.61 thrust to weight ratio. I think that would work. Especially if I put more fuel in here. Three-minute, 47-second burn. 7-minute burn. So that would work. I have tons of delta V. And I could do that. Or let's reduce the fuel and oxidizer. Take these off. Why does it do that? I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's right here. Or can't there just be a throwaway button instead of having to do this? Is there a throwaway button? No, not that I know of. Okay. What if I filled this with monopropellant? And then I used these. These here. Are those the same ones? They are. Wow, they look a lot bigger on this thing. Let's put a couple of them here. Although they're not fitting on there correctly. There we go. And then a couple more up here just to see what this is like. Do I not have enough monopropellant? Let's go to the other editor. Okay, I'm obviously missing something here. These do run on monopropellant, yes? Yes. Maybe... I'll have to research this. But it's not really showing me how much power I get from these. So what I'll probably do... Tank setup, monopropellant. Okay. What does this have in it? It has monopropellant as well. Interesting. Okay, well, then I will probably use I'll probably just use liquid fuel and oxidizer and some small engines. Most likely that's what I'll do. Let's see. Yeah, probably these or something smaller. I'm not sure exactly what, but that's probably what I'll be doing. It'd be nice to test that though. How that's gonna work. Where's the center of mass on this? Oh, it's right in the middle. So that might actually work. That might actually be okay, putting one here and one here. And I could always, like when I'm descending slowly, if one side pushes up more than the other, I can reduce. I mean, does this thing have the thrust limiter? I think it does. Right, I can just limit its thrust to get it even, so it doesn't go back and forth. You know, like the front go up and the back go down because it doesn't have enough thrust or whatever. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I have to, next episode, what I'm going to do is build a rocket for this and for the shuttle, the fuel shuttle, and send them both to Menmus and get them on the planet. That's what we're going to do next time. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you then. Bye.